Hey guys, welcome to a week of workouts. Now my last video I did of a similar idea doing a week of workouts, you guys really loved, and I thought I'd update you on my current workout split for the week because it has changed this year because I have different goals. I have more cardio focused goals, so I thought I'd incorporate a new week of workouts to give you an idea of a typical week in my workout routine. So first of all, I like to start off the week strong doing a run. Now I've been doing the style of running called MAFS, which stands for maximum aerobic functioning. So basically you're running and walking, trying to maintain a lower heart rate. That is the goal for the run. So basically my goal heart rate is to stay at a rate of about 153 beats per minute. Of course it spikes, so that's why I start walking to lower the heart rate again, so that when it reaches 153 or above, then I stop, I walk again, and then I run until I complete the number of Ks that I'm going for. Currently I did a 5 kilometer run to start off the week and I was really proud of that, so really happy that I finished strong on that one. I also did a talk through run with that workout in particular, which I will post in the upcoming weeks, so stay tuned. For Tuesday, I did a strength session. So I did a weightlifting session focusing on legs. So this one is to help improve my running. So I'm focusing on exercises that will strengthen the legs and the glutes and assist in my running goals for the year. So I've chosen these particular exercises for this workout because they are targeting the right muscles to help assist in enhancing my running and my performance with my running. So these exercises in particular grow the quads, grow the calves, grow the glutes, grow the hammies, all the main muscles that we use when we're running. So that's why I like to call it like my legs workout to help focus and enhance my running training, if that makes sense. So basically I started off with barbell squats. I did 4 sets of about 5 to 8 reps, but with the reps I actually kept it a 3-second pause at the bottom. So I maintained a slow and steady movement throughout the rep, but holding at the bottom for 3 seconds to really ensure that drive, I can feel it. And like I said, I did 4 sets of these and I did moderately heavy with them. Next, moving into RDLs, I'm doing 3 sets of 10 reps with these, moderately heavy again. With the RDL movement, I wanted to keep it slow and controlled. I did keep it moderately light because I am working on technique in particular. Same with the barbell squats, I'm working on technique at the moment, so I'm not so focused on the weights. I will be once I feel like I've nailed the technique, but for the minute, I'm just going to be focusing on technique, so the weight is a little bit lighter. Next, moving into cable step downs, I love these to build the quads. I'm doing 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps, but really heavy. And staying in the burn, I'm ensuring that I'm slowly going down, reaching my back leg as far back as I can to ensure I'm sitting into the movement as opposed to my knee crossing over my toes, which not only loses its effect and results in the movement in particular, but you're also going to increase your likelihood of injury by doing that. So make sure you're sitting into the movement and then driving through that heel as you push up, squeezing at the top. And then finishing off with calf raises, I'm doing 3 sets of 12 reps. I'm wanting to strengthen my calves and my ankles because I have quite weak ankles from my history of playing soccer. I tore my ligaments in both ankles multiple times, so they're a little bit on the weaker side. So I am working on strengthening those up for my running as well. And running itself will help with strengthening my ankles as well. But the calf raises do help, particularly because we are focused so much on the bounce, which is being absorbed by the calf muscles. So it helps to build up the calf strength for your running. And then of course I finish the workout off with a warm down. So I usually do some static stretches to loosen up the hammies, the quads and the glutes to ensure that I'm not tight when I'm going into the rest of the week for my workouts. And since I've had my lower back pain and issues regarding having tight glutes, I now have learnt that a warm down is very important. Wednesday was an active rest day. I work on the Harbour Bridge as a tour guide, so I'm climbing many steps all day long, and I use that as a rest day, particularly if it's a big work day. And Wednesday happened to be quite a big day for me. I did about 8 hours or so just climbing up and down the stairs on the Harbour Bridge. So that's my active rest day for the week. Thursday was a stretching and yoga session. So because I've been having issues with tight glutes, tight quads, tight hammies, lower back pain, upper back pain, the whole thing, I've now been incorporating a yoga session into my week. So this does go hand in hand with like my upper body session. Sometimes I'll skip the yoga session and I'll do upper body workout, but this week and lately in particular, I've needed to add a very focused session on stretching. So I did about half an hour and I just really honed in on lower back stretches, trying to loosen up my glutes, loosen up my quads, loosen up my hammies and everything in between. So basically I've been watching just a few videos on YouTube that really hone in on loosening and stretching out the legs, glutes and back. So that was my Thursday. Moving on to Friday, I did a lower body workout. This one was mainly focused on the glutes. Your girl still wants to grow her glutes this year, and even though it's not my main focus, I still love a glutes session, so I can't go wrong with that. Plus it's going to assist with my running anyways. Strong glutes definitely helps providing strength within the quads, the back, everything in between. So with my glute session, I want to start off by warming up my glutes in general and activating them. It's so important to activate your glutes before your workout so that you are using them throughout the workout. Some people really struggle with activating their glutes whilst doing the weightlifting, so activating them beforehand and really concentrating on squeezing the muscle as you're doing your glute bridges, which is what I did here, really helps to warm them up, activate them so that they're ready to be worked nice and hard in the workout. So with the workout today, I'm starting off with barbell squats. I'm doing 3 sets of 8 reps, doing about 2 to 3 second pause at the bottom again. I really like doing this lately to help focus on the drive up and really work the quads and the glutes, helping to refocus as I push up into the full stance again. I do keep the movement slow and controlled as I go down. It's about 1 to 2 seconds down, holding for 2 to 3 seconds at the bottom and then driving up nice and fast to the top. My legs were literally shaking today, shaking. They were feeling it. It was a really hard session. I was really proud of myself at the end, but my God, the legs had the shakes. Next, I'm moving into hip thrusts. This is a must in your glute growing routine. If you're one looking to grow your glutes, definitely incorporate hip thrusts in each glute session. It's fantastic because it just targets those glutes. It is a compound movement, but it really is great to grow the glutes because it does just hone in on that major muscle group. Now I'm doing 3 sets of 12 reps, doing decently heavy today, and I felt it all the way through. You will see my legs again have the shakes. Making sure mind muscle activation with these guys. If you want to activate the glutes, really concentrate on squeezing them at the top and activating them the whole way through. Keep your back in a neutral position. Don't allow your hips to dip. You want to dip down all the way with your back staying in a neutral position to prevent putting too much pressure on your lower back, and then you're driving up through the heels, squeezing at the top. I usually like to hold for a second or two at the top to really activate the glutes. Get the most bang for my buck out of this workout. Next, moving into Bulgarian split squats. Now with Bulgarians, it's very important if you want to activate your glutes, you need to hinge at the hips. If you have a straight posture so that your back is upright, it'll be focusing more on the quads as opposed to the glutes. And if you're trying to grow the glutes like me, you want it to be focusing on the gluteus maximus. Then as I'm squatting down, I'm actually squatting down into the movement. So I'm sitting back into it, similar to a squat. And as I drive up, I make sure that my knee does not go over my toes. My knee stays at a 90-degree angle to my feet to ensure that I'm not, again, causing any injuries to my knees or my ankles or anything like that, and to keep myself in the right position to perform the technique properly and to get the most out of this workout or out of this exercise. Now you may notice I am slightly off balance today. I'm finding it hard to balance, and that's just because my legs were just so dead by this point. Yet we still push through. But struggling. The shakes were real. Now to grow the quads, I'm going to be doing some leg extensions. I love this for any leg workout. Some people find it does kind of strain their knees. For that, I say don't lift too heavy, or if you're just someone that does have a bit of a weakness in the knees, you can definitely do cyclist squats, goblet squats, things like that, elevated squats, and things that still focus on the quads. It's not an isolation exercise, but it's still great to grow the legs and the quads. And I'm doing 4 sets of 10 reps, nice and heavy with this exercise. Finally, I'm moving into cable kickbacks. I'm doing 3 sets of 15 reps, making sure to keep my foot of my working leg turned out, slight bend in the non-working leg knee, hinged at the hips, and I swing my leg all the way forward and back as far as I can to get the full range of motion to ensure I'm getting the most out of the exercise and really working the glutes. Then I finish off with a bit of stretching to loosen up my legs, quads, and glutes. And that was a workout. It was a real killer session. Finally, moving into Saturday, I'm doing another run. I like to finish off my week with a run as well. So I'm doing 5.5 kilometers with this run in particular. I also did do a talk through workout with this run, so I will be posting that in the upcoming weeks as well. So stay tuned with that. Now, I get asked a lot by you guys why I don't film my dynamic stretches, or if I even do dynamic stretches before my run. And to answer that, here it is. I definitely do dynamic stretches before I go into my runs. I usually just show my static stretches because it's easier to film. But here we go. I'm doing some leg swings. I do some little dips. I do some high knees, butt kicks, all of those kinds of things to warm up the legs before moving into the run. And for the run today, I felt really good. I was actually really happy with the time. I was really happy with how my heart rate sat throughout the run. And you can see I'm doing the maths style of running again. So I'm doing that maximum aerobic functioning to stay in an aerobic state as opposed to moving into an anaerobic state, which would build up lactic acid in my body. It would make recovery time longer. It would increase likelihood of injury, things like that. So that's why I like to stay in the aerobic state. And by doing this technique of running, it allows me to do that. And that is the full week of workouts. I usually leave Sunday as a rest day. So I enjoy just having a recoup before a long week of workouts again. I hope you guys enjoyed this style of video. Let me know what you'd like to see in my upcoming videos and which workout was your favorite. Thanks guys for sticking all the way to the end, and I'll see you guys in my next workout. Bye.